Good morning, students. Now let us continue chapter 1, Computer and Amazing Machine. I hope you all have completed that activity. Now let us start with another topic: input, processing, output, and storage devices. So we have read about input, processing, and output. Now one more thing is added: storage devices. Now let us learn about the different parts of a computer and their functions. As you can see here, it is clearly given about the different parts of a computer. Monitor, this is the monitor, this is the CPU, this is the keyboard, and this is the mouse. So these are the parts of a computer. Keyboard and mouse are the input devices. In CPU, we can say the input is being processed, and in monitor we can use this monitor as an output device. Now let us study. The keyboard and the mouse help you give input to the computer. As I explained you just now, that keyboard and mouse help you to give input to the computer. These parts of a computer are called input devices. So we have to give data or information to a computer. So we can give or feed any data to a computer with the help of keyboard and mouse, and they are known as input devices. The central processing unit, that is CPU, processes the input to produce the result. The CPU is called the processing device. So what is the use of CPU? It processes the input to produce the result. So we can say the CPU is called the processing device. Now let us move to next page. The monitor displays the result while the printer prints the result on a paper. As you can see, we can see the screens of the computer. Okay, and what we see in that screen, we see the output. So monitor displays the result while the printer prints the result on a paper. So these parts are called output devices. As we get the result from these two devices, so these two devices, that is monitor and printer, are known as output devices. Okay, a computer can store a large amount of information inside it. A computer can store a large amount of information inside it. It has a storage device in the CPU. This device is called the hard disk. Now you might be thinking that where computer can store a large amount of information. It has a storage device in the CPU. In CPU you will find a storage device, and this device is called the hard disk. So all the information given to the computer is stored in hard disk. Okay. Now why is a computer an amazing machine? So the question is, why we call computer an amazing machine? A computer has many special features that make it a truly amazing machine. Let's learn about some of these features. Because of many special features of a computer, we call it an amazing machine. So these features are: it is fast. It can carry out big and difficult tasks such as long calculations in a few seconds. If suppose that you have to calculate, you can say you have to do a long calculation, it can be done within a few seconds. It's accurate. A computer doesn't make mistakes. A computer will never make a mistake, but you have to give the correct input. If you give the correct input to a computer, it will never make a mistake. It will give you the correct output. A computer makes an error only when you give an incorrect input. If you give an incorrect input to the computer, it will make a mistake. A computer does not get tired. A computer never gets tired. You can give it as much work as you want. It will give the correct results every time. So it is clearly written that a computer does not get tired. You can give it as much work as you want and you will get the correct results every time. It is multitasker. It can do different tasks easily. It can do different tasks quickly or easily means, if suppose that you are watching a movie and in the same time you need to calculate something in a computer, you can do it simultaneously. Simultaneously means together. Okay, so it is known as multitasker. It is a storehouse of information. A computer, you can say a computer is a storehouse of information. A computer can store a very large amount of information on a device called the hard disk. So as you have learned it earlier also, a computer can store a very large amount of information on it, on a device called the hard disk. The hard disk is inside the CPU. Okay students, so this is the reason we call computer an amazing machine. Now let us move to next page. Let's recall. You can see in page number 14, let's recall means what we have learned in this chapter. Okay, so what we have learned in these chapters are: a computer can do different kinds of work. It works on the IPO cycle, that is input processing output cycle. It is fast, accurate and a multitasker. It can store a very large amount of information. A computer helps us to learn, play and interact with one another. So this chapter is completed. Now you just read these topics and after few minutes I will send you the question and answers. Okay, thank you and have a nice day ahead.